Hi everyone. So hope you all are doing well. So guys, as committed yesterday, I'm trying to record this second video. That was about why thousands of sorry. Hi everyone. Good day. I hope you're doing well. So as committed yesterday that I will shoot a video after doing a little bit of research over the data that why hundreds of scientists are quitting or ready to quit ISRO. So the fact is that people quit ISRO when the organization has a reputation and it's a growing organization. A lot of people trust that organization now. Even it has a very high competitive value come to NASA. Uh, if you if you look at, there is two sides of this theory. First, you look, okay, hundreds of people, I mean, top level scientists, group A or grade A scientists are resigning. You can have a political angle to that, okay, and you definitely it is a loss. When somebody resigns, it's a loss, but that's also an opportunity for others to hop in or join back. It will create a lot of opportunity for both side. Now let me decode this. If you look at that, before 10 years, before 15 years, there was only, if you do many things in space, it's about NASA, you go to Russia, you go to China, who are actually very active in the space. Probably India space is considering a boom now. Before last 15 years, 18 years, 20 years, whatever was happening in India's space technology and space research, it was at the government level. It's everything was no government level, and hardly very few people were considering some private works or assignments like that. But now if you look at recent startups somewhere in Tamil Nadu and a couple of startups in maybe Bangalore, so space startups are growing in India. That means private companies and investors are putting their money into space technology from India. Consider this: in US has NASA, then why SpaceX come? And today, when SpaceX came, it struggled lot of failures, lot of things. But today, SpaceX has a tremendous market potentiality. They carry a very good amount of market share, investors trust, and they have a huge number of scientists as well. Along with that, even Amazon has a program for space. So, and then there may be also another 5 to 10 companies or 15 companies in US. I have to figure it out, but I just give you the big names. So what happens when ISRO came to deliverable stage? I mean, ISRO has shown proven its result and track records. Now the people or the scientists in ISRO has felt a demand, a surge of demand, I can say. The demand is that the private space sector in India is booming. And if you just relate this with the recent war, okay, like the Make in India and multiple angles, like India into ammunition, India into drone manufacturing, India into space technology. So all these things has proven that India is into a competitive age. When India is into a competitive age, so the India means the Indian scientist. And when Indian scientists are available, then why not the investors put money and have a space research company like private one to ISRO. I mean, there will be probably in next 5 years you will see Indian space research will have more than 5 to 10 companies. I mean, especially 5 to 10 unicorns who are actually too good. I mean, competitive enough for space research. They will be encouraging more students, because most of the space research scientists in NASA also are from India, and they're even in SpaceX and all. So that will exactly, if you decode the people, I mean the scientists who are actually quitting, There'll be like this. When a scientist question, for personal reason it's one or two, but when the reason in a mass, it is actually a group. It can be multiple groups. Okay. And recent war in the world, like whether it is Russia and Ukraine, the Middle East conflict, the India, Pakistan, and another part of the world, huge demand in ammunitions, missiles, missiles technology, drone technology, and your satellite technologies and all space. So with this demand, in next 3 to 4 years and 5 years, the demand of scientists has grown up. If India is more powerful in Operation Sindoor, is because of DRDO and ISRO. So if these scientists will go out and they form a company, they will 10 people will go out from ISRO, they will employ 1,000 people. So if 100 people resigns today from ISRO, those 100 people make minimum 10 companies, and 10 companies will employ 10,000 people. So at the heat of the moment, it looks like a negative move for India, but it is a positive move for mass India, because Indian scientists, when they do into private or into the ISRO, the majority things they will do for India. Government can bring some policies like do and do nots. I'm sure even if SpaceX is a private organization, they work hand to hand with NASA also in many projects. Sometimes they do combined projects with NASA, but I'm sure they cannot cross the American policies. So this is something good for us, our future generations, for the students of Indian students, and entrepreneurs also, and investors. So these are the major reasons. And second thing, if you figure out the package perk, no government can satisfy a person the way private companies satisfy, because private companies run with investors money. Investors can go up to any extent. They don't need to follow the approvals like the government system. Government have a budget for a year, and depends if they do anything successful, and if they're able to make some business in that year, then they can invest more money into that. So it depends multiple factors. But nowadays, if you see like startups make first 5 year they make a loss, and then after 6 years they started making profit, and all these things happen. So so I'm sure there will be a decent number of investors are definitely looking forward to bag some scientists from India and make some 5 to 10 companies. Maybe 5 different companies are going to happen, maybe one company with 100 scientists, maybe some scientists would have some deals back to relocate to out of India, and they might be hired by another country. So every country is looking for, because it's all business. It's all business. People are looking to get technology into space, drone. They want to make in their own country. So if they don't have scientists, from where they will get? They have to buy scientists. So this is why some scientists are, maybe they are getting better packages, so they are quitting. Some scientists are going into startups. Some scientists have, maybe they have planned their own startups, because if they work with them, they have money, right? Maybe let's say, and if 5 people combine and they make a startup, they maybe they make an engine, they make an a rocket, missile, drone, anything, and then take a patent and they sell it for billions. So it's all about prosperity, I can say, instead of just getting into a political agenda or something, to understand that, oh my god, what will happen to India. Everything is happening for a reason. So the major reason is this. And whatever government does, they cannot satisfy. Government has one policy, probably they can bring some policies, they can slow down the exit, but they cannot hold the exit. One other day they have to exit. So just because they are a government, they can draw some lines that you do and do nots, where they can go, where they cannot go, what are the friendly countries they can go, which country. And because scientists carry a lot of confidential data of Gaganyaan and maybe the other missions they have, so they have to sign some maybe documents, they have to follow some NDAs, they have to follow some guidelines. So there will be some guidelines for sure. So probably that is not important for a common man to know, because as long as the space organization is looking into that. But I'm sure overall look and from an entrepreneur's perspective, what is happening is good for India, because when 100 people who are skilled and they quit something, they are going to make at least 10 different companies, and from that 10 companies, at least you can expect one to two unicorns, and that will enough to employ thousands of micro scientists or new student scientists and all. So glad, be happy that India is no more only exporting rice. India is no more exporting only some clothings or some XYZ things which just you sell mass and you make a little. India is getting into space technology means the competition is going to be very tough in the market, and this, especially this one, is going to be very important. Why? Private players, more organizations, competitive market. Now you imagine how many drone companies in India. Maybe I think a handful of 20 to 50, 20 companies at least in India who are actually having handful of jobs from DRDO, Government of India, and maybe some other foreign countries also. So that's all. I hope I just wanted to try keep short and to the point, so my focus clarifies. Thank you everyone. Maybe I'll come back with other videos if I get some more values and points in this aspect. I'll come back to you. Thank you.